Hello, this is lecture 3 by Ramanjan sir. Department of Mathematics. Department of Mathematics. So let us see a few definitions still to go for theorems. Right. Real valued or vector valued functions. Real valued or vector valued functions. So first one. Scalar function of the scalar variable t. Scalar function of the scalar variable scalar function of the scalar variable So I will take the two sets and I can define a function between the two sets S, which is subset of R, and this is R. Now T belongs to S, and here is the relation is F, so that in the range F of T. So F of T is a scalar function of the scalar variable T. So now define the scalar function of the scalar variable T from the figure. For all T belongs to S, there exists a rule which associates a unique scalar. F of T belongs to R is called the scalar function of the scalar variable T. So that is a function of the scalar variable T. So here is T and here is in the range F of T. Example, F of T is equal to 5t cube plus 4t square plus 6t is the scalar function of the scalar variable T. Scalar function of the scalar variable. So similarly, vector function we will define. Vector function of the scalar variable. Vector function of the scalar variable. So here is the two sets, in between them a function is of now f bar. So these are the two sets. S is subset of R, and this is R, this is T, and this is f bar of T. From figure, for all T belongs to S, comma, there exists a rule which associates a unique vector f bar of T belongs to R is called the vector function of the is called the vector function of the scalar variable T. See that whereas the function is f bar and f bar of T is a scalar function of the scalar variable T, whereas now f bar of T is a vector function of the scalar variable. So now example is to be f bar of T is equal to f1 of T I bar plus f2 of T j bar plus f3 of T k bar. See that now all f1 of T, f2 comma f2 of T, f3 of T are the scalar functions which are associated with the I bar, j bar, k bar terms, so that it is a vector function. The total is a vector function, as I bar, j bar, k bars are there in any function is called a vector function. So that even sometimes here also we can write one more where f1 of T comma f2 of T comma f3 of T are the scalar functions of the scalar variable T, and also called the components of f bar of T and I bar comma j bar comma k bar are mutually perpendicular unit vectors along x comma y comma z axis. Also sometimes we take R bar, that f bar of T function. R bar is equal to f bar of T is equal to some 2t square I bar plus 5t j bar plus 4t plus 1 into k bar be a vector function or single valued, because only t variable is there, single valued vector function. Single valued vector function. So that in f bar of t we have f1 of t I bar plus f2 of t j bar plus f3 of t k bar. There the coefficients of I bar, j bar, k bar, which are the f1 of t, f2 of t, f3 of t, are called the components of f bar of t, and I bar, j bar, k bar are the mutually perpendicular unit vectors along the three coordinate axes x, y, z. So that an example, if you take r bar is equal to f bar of t like this, which is a single valued vector function. Next, third definition. Scalar field. Scalar field. Let P of x, y, z be a point in space, then figure we will take here. This is P and the function is f. This is f of P. Of course, S is subset of R, the first set. This is the range is R. Then from figure f of P is called the scalar field. The scalar field. So let us see an example for this. Suppose f of x, y, z is equal to, that function is in terms of the variables 3x square some y plus 4z square is a scalar function in terms of three variables, is called a scalar field. If we are associated these variables with I bar, suppose, that is called a vector field. So the same we can define here. Fourth point, vector field. Let, for this also we can take the two sets in between them, the relation f bar. This is f bar of P. Of course, this is P, subset of R, and this is R. Even here is also x, y, z. X, y, z. P is a point with x, y, z. Let P of x, y, z be a point in space. Then from figure f bar of x, y, z is equal to some 4x square z I bar plus x cube y z bar plus z square k bar. So this is the f bar is the vector field, whereas here f bar is the scalar field. So like that, as we have the function is there, the vector function, we will see the limit. So that is the fifth point. Limit of a vector function. As in vector calculus, the function is to be exist at first, vector function, and then we can see the limit of the vector function, the continuity, and its derivative of a vector function. So that how to define the limit for this vector function. A vector function f bar of t is said to be tend to a limit L bar to a limit L bar as t tends to a if for each epsilon greater than 0, comma, there exists a delta greater than 0 such that mod f bar of t minus L bar is less than epsilon for mod t minus a is less than delta. It is denoted by limit t tends to a f bar of t is equal to L bar. See that the modulus definition for the limit of a vector function, as we know already, the real valued functions whose limit also in previous classes. Next, algebra of limits. Algebra of limits. It is vector algebra of limits. If f bar of t for function, if we take f bar of t for our convenience, because all will be single variable functions, f bar of t and g bar of t be two vector functions, and phi of t, there is no bar, so that phi is to be the scalars. Phi of t be a scalar function, then small one point, limit t tends to a f bar of t plus or minus g bar of t is equal to limit f bar of t as t tends to a plus or minus limit t tends to a g bar of t. See that limit of sum of two functions is equal to limit of each function. So that similarly the product is also the same. Limit t tends to a f bar of t into g bar of t is equal to limit t tends to a, separately we can write the limits for the functions, into limit t tends to a g bar of t. This is all to be true, there is no need to prove. The third one, limit t tends to a f bar of t cross g bar of t is equal to limit t tends to a f bar of t cross limit t tends to a g bar of t. So limit of that will be existing. Of course, the derivative will be changes. Only the limits will be just the limit for each functions and their either dot or maybe cross. Next, fourth point. Limit t tends to a some scalar function phi of t dot f bar of t is equal to limit t tends to a phi of t dot limit t tends to a f bar of t. Generally it is the multiplication, because the dot or maybe the cross product can be existing between the two vectors only, cannot be one scalar function and the one vector function. In between them it is multiplication only, not the dot. Next, fifth one, limit t tends to a, mod f bar of t is equal to mod limit t tends to a f bar of t, as limit is outside here for the modulus function will be is equal to modulus of that limit function. So all these properties are true in the algebra of limits.